Do you think Saturn would dominate me in bed? I don't know, man. Maybe. Most likely, right? She probably would. Go starts posing for us, we're gonna be done the update in like 2 days. Thanks, Jarrell. Okay. Should we do song requests? You guys want song requests? Let's see. You'll watch Witcher soon because yeah, I'm gonna try and watch it and I'll report back to you if I liked it. Hey T Morse, I did play some of the game, the actual Witcher game. I didn't have time to finish it, but it was really good. I remember enjoying it a lot. Maybe I should revisit that too, like play the game at some point. But the game was fun, from what I remember. Oh, fucking. Yo, Spartan. Dizzy, you should 1% all of Witcher 3 and its DLCs. Yeah, I know I want to, but dude, do you wanna make Summertime Saga for me and take care of my kids so I can play that game for a week? Can I go back in time into like when I was younger so I could have time to play games? I mean, you know, I'd love to, but I'd love to, spend a whole week playing games. Love to. Mountain Cloud. Kiki, I don't know when the next batch of content is gonna come, but there will be more. There's gonna be one more update of like additional sex scenes that we're gonna add, and also there's gonna be the tech update after that. So there's two updates coming up that we're working on right now. And then when they're released, then we're gonna work on. When they're released, we're gonna work on Rhonda, like actually making that update. House. Holy shit, Jab is here. Jab, do you want to come in voice chat? We haven't heard from you in so long. Did he play this song, please? Spartan, just song requested. Exoplane. Hey, Jab.
What's up, everyone?
Привет.
So this, okay, this tell me please, is everything okay with my voice? Cause I don't use headphones, the speakers only.
Oh, yeah, you sound okay.
Oh, okay. So if you'll see, your own voice from my microphone, tell me, okay?
Yeah. Okay. You sound sick a little bit. Are you okay?
No, I'm just tired a little bit.
What's happening? What's going on?
It's just some hard period of life, some kind of, I won't say it's the black stripe, but it's kind of dark gray one.
Oh, okay, alright.
I just need some time to rest and,
Yeah.
and it will be fine. How's your life?
Is it work? Is it work related?
No, no, so I
Okay.
have everything okay with my work. I hope so. I haven't talked to my boss for some time, but I hope it's everything fine.
Yeah.
How's your life?
Life is good. I'm also tired.
Oh, I believe you are.
But I have, little kids, lots of little kids, so
Yeah. So,
that's just life.
any makeup for Christmas holidays for your family?
Makeup.
Yeah, I mean, decorating the house, the
Oh,
Christmas tree and all this
decorations.
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The house is already decorated, and we're gonna get the tree this weekend.
Do you buy the real tree or
Yeah, we're gonna get the real one.
Ah.
I almost would prefer a fake one. I've been debating about it, right? I kind of want to, but Mama Cookie does not want to.
I have a plastic one, but I feel I should take it out from the closet, and but I just have no powers to do that.
Yeah. So you have a fake one.
Yeah. Because when I was a kid, my parents used to buy the real one every year, every New Year holiday. But it's a lot of, I don't know how it's called, needles.
Yeah. It's messy.
Yeah, and I'm too lazy to make a clean up after this. I just prefer plastic ones. By the way, привет everyone in the chat. I see your messages. Thank you for them. I just can't respond to everyone, sorry, but I see all of you in here.
Jab used to, his voice used to be full of energy and enthusiasm, but these days, I don't know, something has changed.
No, it's winter, it's cold in that time, so I just need to wait until the spring comes, and I will be, full of energy. Like my
Okay.
battery will be changed. to the
Yeah,
next
okay.
one.
All right. It's okay, We're just used to hearing you, with more, life, right? More, But isn't it always cold and dark in Russia?
Well, obviously, obviously, yes. Well, it depends on the region, as usual. Because, for example, my homeland, my small homeland, you've seen that on the map.
Yeah, your
It's on
hometown.
the Arctic. If someone don't know, it's on the Arctic shore of the North Ocean.
It's cold.
It's the place where I came from. Yeah. The region, the city I was born in and lived and studied in the school is, it's over the polar ring. So the polar ring is the line on the globe where the sun in summer does not fall down like under the horizon. So in the summer it's always in
Visible.
the sky. Yeah. So and all nights in June are we call it white nights because it's always sunny even the nights.
Jesus.
And in winter it's the opposite thing. It's dark until 10 a.m. like for about this time, and it gets dark again about 3 a.m. Like in 15:30, it's really dark like in the past evening, and in the 4 and the beginning of the 5 a.m. it's like dark
Yeah.
like in the night. So by the way, this is one of the reasons. So there's no more. Sorry. Um, there's not so much, ultraviolet that's actually is vital for your life. So people who live there, they need some extra week for their summer vacation.
Oh, I see. Otherwise, yeah, not enough sunlight, basically.
Yeah. So for example, maybe when you live there, a couple of weeks or a couple of years, it's not so obvious, but you will live there all your life, especially when you're a kid and you're in all that grown up process. It's extremely important for you to get some vitamins, to get the ultraviolet. So
Yeah.
kids usually start their summer holidays about a couple of weeks earlier than people in the middle regions.
Okay, so my question is, why did your parents decide to live there?
Well, my mom was born there because my grandpa is a sailor and he worked like at the main mechanic on many ships in the Northern Fleet, in the civilian Northern Fleet, like on the fish fleet, on the scientific fleet, and as a mechanic. So in the Soviet Union times and even nowadays, the people who live in some kind of extreme regions and to do some hard jobs, they have extra bonuses to their salary. They have extra bonuses like free how it's called when you buy a tour to another country, to the tropic one, for example.
What do you mean?
Yeah, Kola Peninsula, yeah, branch uni. I don't know how it's called, but for example, when you pay, a trip and you have a hotel, you have,
Oh, all inclusive.
restaurant. Yeah, I don't know, just don't know the term how it's called in English. So when my grandpa used to work as a sailor, especially the main mechanic is, it's not the simplest work. It's not like just regular sailor. So all his family, my uncle, my mom, and their parents, my grandpa and grandma, they had free holiday for 2 months on Black Sea, like is the resort zone of the Soviet Union
Yeah,
and
yeah.
even modern Russia. So they had good bonuses for that. And after when my mom met my dad, the dad studied in the medical university, and in the Soviet Union, when you study in the university or institute, it was free, so the government paid you, but you had to work in the place where the country sends you. For example, when you have better grades, you can pick up
Oh, I see. I
the
see.
place.
Yeah.
For example, you can pick up to work as a doctor in the big city, and if you are not the best, wasn't the best student on the course, you will be sent to the village somewhere.
Wow. So the government
Yeah,
chose where you were sent to work if you were
yeah.
studying.
It pays for your work, so you don't pay for your work. You have free or very very cheap hostel, students hostel. Just forgot how it's called.
Yeah.
You have even some small. I don't know. It's not this the salary where the money students got.
But it's not like that anymore, right?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, we have some parts of this, so we still have some more free places and some universities. But you have to be very well graduated in the school. You have to
Be very good, yeah.
and add your extra education documents. For example, when I studied in the university, I also brought up my diploma where they said that I know English very good. So
Yeah.
it was in addition to my classical student grade document like about the math, literature, and so on.
So
Well,
what's your...
so and
Sorry.
yeah, let me finish. So when my dad and my mom, after they was on the last courses of the universities, they are at the same age, on the same age,
Yeah.
and they married. And when you marry, it was important for army officers, for doctors, for some kind of engineers. I don't remember exactly the list of. You can pick up the place to work. Not about the country wants to send you in, but you can pick up the place where your husband or wife lives.
Oh.
And that city, the Murmansk I lived, had a good place to work. So my dad moved to my mom's place, and they started to live in the city my mom grew up.
Oh, okay.
So
Wow.
that's it. Yeah, and
But where was your dad from?
yeah, and my second grandma, she stayed to live in the middle region of Russia, in the village. Well, so actually my dad is the village guy. Kind of. I wouldn't say it's the farmer, but they where he studied in the school, they kept the small household with the cows, sheep, birds like goose or chicken and so on. And my grandma, she stayed like in the village, and every summer, when I was a little kid, and until she died, and I was on the third course of the university, every summer they send me from that northern city to the village, to add some fruits from the garden, to swim in the river and so on.
Yeah. Did your grandpa participate in the war at all?
No, when the war started, he was 12.
He was too young.
But
right?
my grandfather too, my grandfathers, yeah, they took part.
Oh, your great grandfather, yeah.
Yeah, because my first grandpa was born in 1930 and he was young, and the second one he died very early, and I don't have much info about him. So, but he
Yeah.
was the same age, about 1929, 1928, maybe 1930.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but both of my grandpas, yeah, they and even grandma, yeah, they took their part in. So one of them was mobilized in the beginning. The war broke down, and after about a week, he came away with the army. The place he lived in with his family was occupied by Germans and Finnish army.
Wow.
Yeah, so, and he was wounded a couple of times, and he didn't take part in the victory into liberation of the Soviet Union territories or the Europe territories. He was hardly wounded a couple of times. Once the first one was in the left hand, and the second one was in the knee. So he was demobilized, as a person who can't, make
Right.
any. Yeah, I know how it's called this. So actually, he was very hard for him to live, life he used to, because he about a year after that, in 1943, he used to walk. I don't know how it's called, that medical stuff like just takes you. For example, when you break your leg, you use them to walk.
Oh,
I just forgot
crutches.
the word. Yeah. So
Crutches. Yeah.
about
Yeah.
a year he used them. So
Yeah.
and he, as far as he lived in the village, as I said, he couldn't even walk on the household. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
did, the simplest job. Usually little kids used to do, like watch on, the sheep and so on. But he couldn't, walk on the horse and some of the stuff.
How old was he when he was in the war?
He was born in 1904.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
even before the revolt and the Russian revolt of 1917 and so on.
Yeah.
So, and he died in 1992, as I remember. So I remember him very bad. So when I was little, just a little boy, I saw him, but I remember him very bad. He was blind
Wow.
on his last years. Yeah, he didn't see anything, but he was in a good mind. He remembered everyone, like he remembered like his wife, how she, her name,
Oh,
the
yeah.
name of all his children. He walked
So his
himself.
mind was still there. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. That's good.
he
'Cause,
recognized me and everyone in using the voice we speak.
yeah.
So he was in a good mind. And what about your parents or grandma, grandpas? Do you
No.
still have connection with them?
Yeah. But some have passed, obviously. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But,
So they still live in there.
where they were, like back home. Yeah. I have one grandma left and one grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they're getting pretty old. My grandpa is he's like 95 or something, so he's old.
Oh yeah.
And he had like a brain aneurysm.
Oh yeah.
So he's like kind of like can't walk very well, and like he's in a wheelchair now. So yeah, and my grandma, she's almost 90, and she looks and moves like she's 70.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
she's like superhuman. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I'm not surprised if she's gonna live in her like over 100. Like 110 or something. She's like crazy.
Well, it's a good thing, to look on your grandpas and grandmas and, to take a note. So if they live to the 95 for about 100 years, so what age would I live?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully I live that long, but we'll see. Yeah. But
And
yeah.
what about grandpas and grandmas of your wife?
Oh, well, she has one grandma, and that's it. Just one grandma left there.
Oh, and they are still a U.S. citizen and live in the U.S., right?
Yeah, we're both like citizens
Yeah.
now here. But yeah, but none of my family went to war or anything like that. Luckily,
Well,
my grandpa almost did.
Yeah.
He almost did, but he was a bit too young.
Well, in Russia, actually, in the whole territories of the ex-Soviet Union, it's very hard to find a family who hadn't got even one person who take the part. Like he could be, the soldier. He could be, imprisoner. Like,
Yeah.
for example, when the Germans occupied, not even Germans, by the way, when the Nazi, like the Axis, the occupied territories, they send a lot of people to the Europe, like in the Reich, to work in there, like. So maybe a lot of people you will find them being imprisoned. Some people, were, working on the Soviet, industry. For example, making, shells for tanks and something like that. So it's very really hard to find, a person who doesn't have, a story in his family about, grandpa, grandma, died or came back alive after the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But while comparing, for example, with France or German, the Russians' history starts about 5 or 300 years later.
yeah, true.
For example, when I'm looking on the history book, and there was a king called Hildebert. He lived in 436 AD,
Yeah.
and the only thing about Russia and even the territories that became Russia. Well, there were some trees, there were some bears, and I don't know. Even did people lived in there at that times? Because first cultures started on the Eastern Europe, and can be recognized as the Slavics. Started about 6 or 700 AD, and the cultures were really poor because it's not the territory is easy to live. Like for example, Italy, when you stick up, a shovel, and it start making fruits the next year. So it's very hard,
So you mean like life was easier?
Yeah. For example, when archaeologists, dig up some old, tombstones and some stuff like this, the stuff that ancient people had put there is really poor. It's just some, small pottery and no knives, no coins put with their dead people in there. So it just sad. We can say that the people who lived in these territories were just surviving, nothing more.
So it wasn't like Egypt where someone was buried with gold and.
It wasn't even like Vandal era. The Vandal era is the era of northern German, the era before Vikings.
Yeah.
And they had very unique golden helmets, golden weapons. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And when you look on the nearby region, where like the Slavs, the twin brothers of the German tribes lived, you see that they had one pot for 2 clans and nothing more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and all the story just started about 880, 900 AD, and
Yeah, but didn't the Slavs have gulags and Adidas pants?
oh, maybe. But I bet if they had the gulags, they had the tunics and the golden helmets with 3 white lines like Adidas.
Oh, okay, all right.
I can just bet my balls they did.
Yeah, they probably did, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's from my ear, right?
So
DC, when you will visit Russia and see with your own eyes how we live in there.
I wish.
If the Russia's winter is really cold, or maybe use all the fake news.
Listen, I've experienced really cold winters, okay? So no problem. But I am allergic to cold. Literally allergic.
Oh, really?
Like I get hives in the cold, okay, the cold temperature. So I think if I'm going to visit Russia, it's going to be in the summer,
Yeah, the best time, actually.
And we're going to travel to Crimea and we're going to shoot rockets over the border to Ukraine, okay?
No, please, no.
Okay, never mind.
Why do Americans always, want, to launch rockets to start a war with everyone?
Because we like teasing you, come on. But I honestly would love to go visit. It's just, wait till my kids are a bit older.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not going to go to Russia with my kids. Like, what are we going to do over there with the kids,
You just need to wait, to raise some money to send them to the colleges one after another, and then, I'm fucking free, I can do everything.
Or we bring them to Russia and we leave them at the gulag on the way out to have fun, We leave the children in the gulag and we go.
Oh yeah, and when you come back after, okay, kids, you spend your beautiful time in the gulag, let's come back in the US, and the only answer you will get like, no,
Yeah,
stay in here.
yeah, they're gonna speak
No,
Russian only.
capitalists. You are not our parents.
Yeah, suka blad, daddy. Yeah, suka blad, daddy. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, right?
Fuck. Oh, no, thanks. Mahmoud just raised up.
So yeah, well, I want to, but wait, who's in Russia? Hold on.
Who, me?
No. Plot twist. Plot twist moved back to
Yeah,
Russia.
honest in Russia in Moscow.
He's in Moscow, right?
Yeah.
Have you traveled to Moscow a lot? Or...
Well, I've been there about last year or the year before, I don't remember. My sister lives there right now with her
Oh,
husband.
I see.
Sister lives there.
And what does your sister do for a living? Kind of like generally speaking.
Well, she's the manager in the coffee shop and in the shop who sell the coffee machines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she started, as a regular seller, like, and now she's a supreme manager. I don't know how it's called.
Yeah, just a manager. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. She likes it there.
Well, yeah, pretty much. She says, there are a lot of, abilities for ambitious people in there, and even she was born in the city I live right now, the second biggest city in Russia. So the written in here was small for her. So she need, to, move to the Moscow, the most, extreme city, and start to live in that and build her career in there.
Yeah.
Maybe when she will, she will get back when she will be in her, 40s or 50s, I don't know.
Yeah.
But now, she feels great in there.
Wait, have you ever been to Germany?
No, but I wish to go there. 'Cause
Yeah?
my second sister lives in Germany.
You would like to go?
Well,
Just to
I
visit.
suppose yes, but I need to, to find, to try to pick up, big period of my vacation, because I don't know, my first visit to Germany, to be very, very nervous and very short, because actually I would like, to do the motor trip in there through the whole Europe, but after this lockdown and all the borders are closed, so I just postpone it for a couple of years.
Yeah. Look.
And my sis and her husband, they just gave a birth to the child. So while they have little kid, I don't want to disturb them very much.
Spicy wants you to sleep on his couch if you visit. So there you go. You have a place to live.
It's very nice of you, Spicy.
Go. So if let's say you wanted to go to Germany, right, on a vacation, okay?
Yeah.
What method of transport would you use to get there?
Motorcycle. If I'll go, I don't know, because my motto is not very new, and I'm afraid if something will break down,
Yeah.
I will
You're
just
stuck.
be in the middle of the Germany, just on my feet, and a lot of bags on behind my back. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would like to, but I'm not so risky man.
Mm.
Yeah.
Tank.
So
Brunch says a
just
tank.
average train trip or plane trip, maybe sometimes.
Brunch says a tank. Can you cover a tank?
No. I would like to, to put the war between Russians and Germans somewhere in the past.
Yeah, of course, yes. A tank would be funny though.
It was an old Soviet joke, like the famous actor who visited Europe in 70s. He was asked, like, have you been in Europe before? He said, oh yeah, of course. And how do you went there? Like by plane, by train? So he said, in infantry.
In what?
In infantry.
Oh, in
troop.
infantry.
Yeah. So he's like, did you travel by plane, by ship? And, no, just in infantry.
Would you go to France?
Yeah, I think after the Germany, it will be, the second or the third country I would like to visit.
Yeah. Is there a country
I
in Europe
hope,
you
I
really
hope
don't want to
Jackson
go?
will. Sorry, repeat, please.
Is there a country that you really don't want to go to in Europe?
We don't.
Where you're like,
No.
oh, like you're not, I have no interest. Like you're like, I don't care about that place.
I don't know. Maybe Andorra. Sorry, people from Andorra in the chat, because it's just a small piece of land between Spain and France. About 30,000 people in this country,
So you
and
wouldn't go there?
yeah, I would, but it would be the last one, I suppose.
Oh, I see,
Maybe
I
I
see,
don't
I
know.
see.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just good to dream like, oh, that would be the first country I will meet, this would be the second one, and this would be the last one. And the only thing you have, just sitting in here on the couch before your PC, and can't even travel, to the nearby city right now. I
What?
hope the Zach will show me the France, because
Would you go to
it's
Portugal?
no, France, Zactune.
Yeah, I know, but would you go to Portugal?
Portugal. Oh, well, if I would have enough money, why not?
It's far, right?
Yeah, it's just the fucking corner of the Europe.
Yeah.
But I think it will be very great, to see another people, another culture,
Yeah, of course.
to see how they live, what they do.
What kind of food they eat? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but actually, I pretty much sure, that average people, the people from the heartland of every country, they live like, very similar. It's just regular people, who go for work, they love their kids, love their family, and so on. It's not many, big differences between us.
Bisa says go to Croatia or come to Jamaica.
Why I should go to Croatia? I suppose I will, see everything I have in here.
Yeah, I don't know about Croatia. I mean, maybe Croatia. It's kind of far. Is it far from you? No, right?
No, it's on the Balkans.
Yeah. So it's actually easier for
Yeah,
you.
I think every Slavic country is a good choice, especially when the languages are, I wouldn't say pretty similar, but it's easy to understand, like simple things like stay, sit, walk, eat, sleep. So you can easily explain yourself, like I need a place to eat. Could you help me? I need to go there. So
Yeah.
even not a big expert in languages, like you don't know, you have to understand like a couple of common things in the Slavic, and use English for the parts you don't understand, because everyone knows English.
Okay, so I got a question for you, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Is there one place in Russia that you wouldn't visit because it's a bit too unsafe?
Unsafe?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there are a couple of regions like this, and I would not be very, excited to visit, because
Yeah.
some of them are located in the southern Siberia, near
Southern
Altai.
Siberia.
Southern, yeah, it's between the close to the Mongolian border, where Altai mountains are.
Yeah.
Because the life there is harder than in the European part. Is not so very rich.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know how to explain.
So it's a bit
For example,
rougher, right?
Yeah. So, and the people in there are not so Europeanized in the culture.
Yeah.
So it's easily to get your ass kicked after the midnight.
For
Yeah.
looking at someone the wrong way.
Yeah. Maybe some Caucasus regions, because different cultures, different religion, and as far as well, if we'll say openly, like it's just the economical crisis, like who impacts everyone on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It impacts nations, and all the people try to find their place and find the reason why they live better or worse than the neighbors.
Yeah.
It can bring some political and national stuff. Like,
Okay.
and for example, you guys have, all that racial stuff and happening right now. Half of the Europe having same thing, but depending not on the race, but nation and culture, and some stupid people, especially when they are pumped up with the religion or some national thing, they can understand you bad, and they can even find that kicking up some stranger guy came in from another place. It's a good thing. So yeah, I don't want to be understood as there are some regions that you totally find this thing in there. It just you have it's just the place where the chances to find these troubles are higher. For example, the 10% than in any other average region. For example, I'm living right now. So it's not so bad. It can you can imagine.
Yeah.
But I should admit, yeah, we have the same problems that other world has, based on the nation, religion, race, and other stuff. We have it reduced maybe, and not so bright, but we still have it. So we should just admit, especially after all that Caucasian War happened in the 90s. So right now it's much more safer. But for example, 15 years ago or 20 years ago, it was just deadly dangerous to
So
go
if
there.
so if I'm visiting and we go travel, we're not gonna go to southern Siberia, right?
No, we would, but we should take away from small villages and small cities
Yeah.
where the people who haven't seen any foreigner live.
Yeah.
So, and maybe we can visit there, but we should really have to keep our mouths shut, because it's very easy to get your ass kicked if you say something wrong.
So no stupid American
Yeah, yeah,
talking.
yeah, 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 yeah. No, the Putin jokes, not the Russian jokes, not another some kind of U.S. jokes, daddy jokes.
Mom jokes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because yeah. Oh no, the mom jokes is fucking totally dangerous. It's not just your ass get kicked; it's your head get ripped off.
Okay, okay, okay. I'll keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, yeah, because when you're living, in the big city with the big terms of life, and there is nothing else, nothing serious, to say, oh fuck you, no, fuck you. But for example, when you go to the to the heartland, to the people who live in the town with a population of 1,000 people,
Yeah.
and you say something motherfucker, he could understand it literally.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that, that yeah, that was that's the thing I meant when I talk about some regions with uh, that are a little bit more dangerous than classical European big cities like Moscow, St.
Yes, but
Petersburg, and
Jab,
so on.
all I have to do if we ever got in trouble, all I would have to do is tell them that I'm the creator of Summertime Saga and be like, "Oh, you're the one who made this thing on my phone," and then they would just immediately like be nice, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You need to have a big T-shirt with the printed logo of Summertime
Yeah,
Saga,
yeah,
and I will translate you, the sign like, I am the creator. You should write it on Russian and print it on your back and your chest on the T-shirt,
yeah.
and the arrow, Is it expensive to eat? Is it safe to walk and so that stuff? For example, I was surprised that do you remember the Friends TV product?
The TV show
Yeah, yeah,
Friends?
yeah, Friends. So
Yeah.
he said that the logo on that starts before every season and every episode
Yeah.
was cut not in the place where that park and the fontaine is. So they're flat. They shoot the whole serial is based literally on the other side of the city, and he was keeping collecting that information, and they tried to move every state that was a place a stage for popular movie, and they moved to Louisiana where the True Detective was filmed. And they said that Louisiana still, like they met some people in there, like U.S. citizen or some Russian people who traveled or lived in there, and they was told like 100 times that Louisiana is not safe to there's not safe place to go even now. So he
What?
moved there in 2014 or 2015 or so, but and he said that still all that hurricane, I don't remember how it's called, the Florida and Louisiana hurricane that destroyed a lot,
Katrina?
destroyed, yeah, like the hurricane that destroyed New Orleans and other stuff in
Yeah.
2004. Yeah, and he said that the industry in there, the stuff in the state, still can't raise up to the normal life again. So actually, this is the same we have in some regions in Russia. So this that are far away, from rich, places. They don't have enough education for people living in there. These places are not very popular to.
It's not very friendly.
Yeah, it's not very friendly to employ people for work and so on. So the atmosphere is common. It's not the same like in the big rich cities. So actually, it's the same you have in there, and we have it in there, in here. So on the other hand, we have Moscow as one of the most richest and expensive European cities and capitals, and on the other hand, we have a shithole with the people who don't who have their school closed 2 years ago, and they have to move to the next village or to the next small town to make to give their kids some education. So
Yeah, but
this
Jeb,
is
all you have to do, Jeb, is bring Drill along. You take Drill, and he's gonna be your guide if you go to Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I bet. I just bet. By the way, where Drill lives right now?
Oh, Drill is in Jesus Christ, forget the name of it.
Yeah, I mean he's not the leader of
No,
the
he-
New York, LA, and so this kind of city.
No. He used to live in Florida, but now he lives in.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Drill, where do you live now? He's like a couple states away. He's like in
Oh, yeah.
what? Forgot.
Sapkanalingus.
He will tell you if he's around.
The two things I want to see in America commonly is
West
the first
Virginia?
thing is
No, he's not in
the
West
Grand-
Virginia.
the Grand Canyon and all that, Western, how's it called, the desert with all that red rocks. I've seen in the cowboy movies and the Western movies when I was a kid. But this is the thing you can't find in any other place. For example, when I see the pictures of Yosemite Park or how's that caldera called? The big caldera in the middle of the U.S. I can find the same landscapes in here in Russia or any other region of the planet. But for example, when I see the Grand Canyon, I understand this is just fucking unique, and I have to look at it with my own eyes and touch it with my own fingers. Yeah, Yellowstone National Park. Yeah, this is the thing I'm talking. It's very beautiful. It's very good looking, very magnificent. But is not so unique like the Grand Canyon.
America actually has a lot of really nice landscapes.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's a very big country. I mean, so is Russia, but I think the variety of landscape varies more in
The
America
variety
than
maybe is
Russia.
better from the tropics of Florida, to
Yeah,
Alaska.
yeah. Like there's a lot of biomes, like a lot of different types of landscapes. Yeah.
And
I'm sure.
when I was a
I'm
kid,
sure Russia also has a lot, but
DC, have you seen the movie that's called Twister? It's about the tornado.
Yeah,
The
of
Bill
course.
Paxton- yeah. It was one of my favorite films when I was a little kid. And when I see, on the YouTube or for example, in the news blogs, American, country, the heartland with the small towns, with the plains, with the fields.
Yeah.
I just remember my mind, keep, it makes me remind all that positive emotions I got when I saw that film.
Yeah.
So I think this is the second thing I would like to see.
Wait, you want to see a tornado?
I've seen the tornado.
No, but like a real one, and like you want to go to Alabama?
Yeah, I've seen the real tornado in my life twice.
Okay.
Actually, it was the sea tornadoes. I was on the shore of the sea. The first one was on the Black Sea in the south, and the second one was here in the Baltics. Well, it was just the tornado, the twist, like between sky, the clouds, and the sea. So, but I can make a tip. I've seen the tornado in my life. I don't mean the tornado exactly. I mean that classical, American small town heartland.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I would just see to drive by, to stand for 5 minutes, for on the gas station or in some,
I think Jab wants to go to America and go buy meth. That's what he wants.
No.
I'm trying to understand your request here. I'm not sure I get
I'm
it.
not a drug guy. I'm a Russian. I drink alcohol.
Okay. Well, we could go visit Galaxy in Alabama.
Galaxy lives in Alabama.
Yeah, we could go see Galaxy, I guess.
I think Galaxy would be surprised a lot.
Yeah.
When he would see us, open the door and oh fuck.
There you go, playa. That's funny that you want to see that, but I guess if you're someone from a place that's very different, it's appealing, right? You want to see something different, right? Unique or whatever, right? So my state is decent, DC. Wait, Oshigo, you're West Coast, no?
By the way, guys, if someone will, decide to visit Russia, better in summer, and to visit the European part, for example, Moscow and St. Petersburg, I can be your guide, and we can meet, we can have a lot of drink, and I can, show you what to visit, where to go,
and
so on. So,
and when you pass out from drinking, he's gonna steal your wallet and leave you in a ditch in the middle of Russia.
No.
Do not trust him.
The only thing I can do with people's wallet, just take out some money and to buy another 2 shots, one for me and one for him. But I will not steal it.
Wait, Krizzy, where are you from? And Oshiko, you're in Washington State?
No, I can guide you in Russian or English player.
Washington State is a nice state to live in. Like, in terms of
Hey,
weather.
you're welcome.
What is the drinking age in Russia?
18.
is
18
it?
for buying cigarettes and alcohol.
She's in Chicago.
Is the true Russian have an AK-4? No, we are not allowed to have automatic guns in here. We can have,
Hunting rifle?
Yeah, hunting rifles, shotguns, and some small group of people can have pistols.
But you have to have a
It's
license.
Actually, some former officers, army or policemen, it's hard to have, classical,
But can
9
you get a
millimeter bullets.
handgun if you have just a license,
Yeah,
or do you
have
have to be a police officer?
no. You should. You should buy. Well, it's often said to buy, but you should have. It's called the hunting ticket. So you should be registered as a hunter or as a sportsman. For example, some kind of guns are used in that types of the sports you can see in the Olympics. When you shoot the
Yeah.
plates and so on. Do Russians have bears and pets? No, the bears have Russians as pets. By the way, you totally, you completely messed it up.
Yeah.
So and the first so you go to this to the doctors, you go to the police. So for example, you must not have any troubles with the law. You can be imprisoned. For example, if they will catch you for when you are going outside drunk and making some scandal on the street, and if you have these troubles in a year, your weapon license can be denied. So it's really hard to keep yourself okay and don't drink so much. And after the 5 year, when you keep your standard shotgun and you have no troubles, after the 5 year you can buy, I forgot how it's said, it's not the shotgun with sorry, I need to google it. I need to google English term how it's called. I'm sorry guys, my English is not so good. Grooved bore firearms, like the rifles and other stuff. So the first 5 years you can carry, not even carry, just have in your house and go for hunting when it's hunting season. Just simple shotgun with the smooth, how it's called, lockstock, Barrett, a Barrett I suppose. And then you can buy the rifle one. But it's sad that the Russian citizens have about 5 million of rifles in their houses, like official ones. So
Really?
it's much more smaller than American,
Yeah.
number. For example, when you can have, the big wardrobe, fulfilled with, AR-15s, AKs, and so on.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you can have an AK in America, but actually maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it depends from state to state, but
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Is all your clothes Adidas? No, because the good Adidas is not the cheap clothes, but the cheap Adidas is the Chinese fake, and it's very bad to wear.
Why is it poor quality?
Yeah, the cheap Adidas usually is poor quality because it's usually not Adidas but Abibas. The Chinese fakes and so on.
Yeah.
Actually, it's one of the reasons you guys think we all wear it, because a lot of people who lives in the suburbs, who live in the small towns, they don't have a lot of money for Gucci and some other stuff, so they just buy the cheaper thing they
Fake
can
Adidas.
see on the markets.
Yeah.
And yeah, for the grown-up people at the age of 50, it's in the camouflaged clothes, like jackets and
Yeah, Chicago has a lot of guns.
yeah, and for the young generations, just like sports suits, cheap sports suits with the triple stripes and so on.
Crizzy wears Gucci and he has an AK-47 and he lives in Chicago.
He's more Russian than me.
He's more Russian than you.
So I think that just all the differences between people, between nations and cultures are not so very big. It's just some kind of small details we have different. For example, do you know that the Russian school is not separated for primary, middle, and highest one?
Yeah, so it's same thing here, I think, no?
No, I mean we don't have that separation. For
Oh,
example,
sorry, you don't have that. So you mean that it's
yeah, we don't have
all
that. For
okay,
example,
okay, okay.
we have like for the education program, of course it's different for every grade, but the school, like the building, it includes the classes for young people like at the age of 16 who are studying in the highest classes, high school, and the same time they have the classes for primary school with the little kids, they running and playing hide and seek on the breaks.
Yeah.
And it's all in the same building. When I was little, when I started to study in the school, it was some very very unique feeling when your grandma drags you in, when she holds your hand and she walks all the way with you to the school, and you see the same students in the school, but they are 10 years older than you, and they are smoking behind behind the main gates.
Yeah.
And some of them having the mustache,
Yeah,
and they all look like the grown-up people.
and they all go to the same school at the same time, right?
Yeah, same. We just, for example, when we were little, we occupied the second floor. So the second, our school had 3 floors and the big, corridor for sports activities, like sport hall. And the second floor was occupied for classes from first to fifth, as I remember well. And we didn't change the classes, so we stayed for at the same class, and the teachers came one after another to make some lessons like Russian, then literature, then math, and so on.
Yeah.
And
That's crazy.
after we moved to the next stage, to the middle school, it was we who should find the next room, the next class for your next lesson, like from chemistry to physics, then to the literature, then to the art lesson, and so on.
Okay, but Jab,
Yeah,
how many students do you have in a class when you were growing up?
about 20,
Okay.
25.
Yeah.
And actually we have like every class is separated like into groups of 20, 25 kids, like first A, first B, first C, and so on.
Yeah.
And just made for for teachers who have some issues, when the kids are the amount on the kids is bigger. For example, they can easily have lessons with the amount of 20, 25 people, when they have 40 people on the lesson. It's really hard. So, and after we went to the middle school, the separation began to impact on the program. For example, when I was in the A group, like 5th A, then the next year 6th A, and so on, we had more lessons with Russian and foreign languages. I had second foreign language in the school, so the English was lesson for everyone if you don't go to the kind of linguistic group, but we had better course, and we had to choose the German or the French to study. It was the simple program, but I still remember something in German. Some guys picked up French, and B was kind of mathematic, so they had more lessons on mathematics, on geometry, and so on. And C was some kind of with the psychology, with the history, with literature, and this kind of classes. So, and when you have your prom, when you finish your school, you just have the same document, same diploma the other guys have, but it just said how many hours, how many lessons you had during your education.
Jab, a bunch of people have questions for you.
Yeah, sorry. The German pick up French and the Miss was teaching it. If I had anyone like Miss Bissett, I wouldn't even pick up the Russian, because only thing I could say that was That's all.
Did you
If I
have
had the
hot
teacher like
teachers?
her. No, we had.
You had some
We
hot
even had,
teachers?
you know. Please repeat it once again.
Did you have hot teachers? Did you have like, you know?
Yeah, we had couple of them were pretty hard, but unfortunately, you know, they went for giving birth. For example, they worked a couple of years with us, and then we were just sad that she
Oh,
take a break for teaching career, and you know,
yeah,
she's going to be a mother. So,
yeah,
but sometimes we had some students uh, from the university who made future teachers, and they have some
oh,
kind of practice.
yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, like an internship kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would come to your school.
Yeah, that's all. And by the way, another difference between Russian classes and English, that we don't have our personal desks. We have the desks, the white desks, sit in the pairs of two.
Oh, yeah. You
So
share this.
you always have a neighbor.
Yeah.
So only some motherfuckers don't have a one who sit, on the fifth, on the sixth row and don't have a pair.
Yeah, but sometimes you're paired up with like a really cute girl, you know?
Actually, cute girls, deny to sit with the boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when the girls are, cute, and the boys usually behave like fucking monkeys, and
Yeah.
it's not so pleasant to sit with the guy like who behaves like this.
Because I remember when I was little, I had a biology class, and we had a biology class, and we were paired like on tables like that of two, right? And you didn't you didn't pick like who you're sitting with. You were assigned like a seat and with someone like randomly, and I ended up with like a really cute girl, and I didn't really know her that well. And sorry, continue.
Yeah, I said any success.
Oh, well, not really, because basically the first assignment that we had to do, I don't know if it was the first assignment, but one of the first ones, right after, like within the first month or two, right? I forget what the assignment was, but we had to pee in a container, like a little like tube at home. Okay, you pee in it, and you brought that back to school the next day or the next class. Okay.
Oh.
And it was something about like analyzing what the content of the pee.
Yeah.
You know? And because I was an idiot, right? I forgot the pee container at home.
100% fail.
I forgot my container at home, and she brought hers, but hers was super dark, like it was orange, right?
Oh.
So I started making fun of her because she brought her pee container. And well, I was teasing her. I'm like, "What the hell do you eat? What's wrong with your pee?" Right? Like, so I'm teasing her, and she got mad at me, and she got double mad at me because she realized that I didn't even bring my pee. So we got a bad grade, and I made fun of her. So it killed my chances with her.
This is the way. This is the thing I said. The boys at the puberty period.
We're idiots. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm a complete dumbass. So yeah. I missed all my chances because I made fun of her and didn't do my homework. Yeah. But, it is what it is. That teacher had a piss fetish, maybe. I forget what the assignment was. We had to bring our pee, and we were supposed to, like, look at it or test it or something and see if we were, like, healthy or something. I don't know. Something like that. There was some weird assignment, but...
Yeah. And better not to... to make a mistake and to mix it with your food container.
Yeah. My apple juice?
Yeah. So, why that apple juice is so, so sour? Maybe, it's out of date.
Yeah. Okay.
And we don't have, the schools like yours, for example, when the bus collect all the people from the nearby area, because there's only one big school. There's only one big school for this area, because we have, a lot of small schools, in the every market suburb.
Oh, so you don't have a school bus?
No, we don't. Because you can look out from your window and you will see the school or the daycare, or if pass away for 2 houses left or 2 houses right, you will see that school you need. So this is not the big distance.
Oh, I see.
You need to pass through visit school because
Yeah, I think maybe in America, like,
yeah,
there's
yeah,
a lot more
I
space,
know,
you know?
one big school for one wide area.
Yeah, and
And in Russia,
everything is very, like, you have to drive to get to anything, you know? Like, there's a lot of space between stuff.
Man, here we have, a lot of small one schools. But of course, if one of these schools, have, better, best teachers, the best program, and it's very, important to take your children and to put them to study in that school because you want them to be, to have success in their life. So you don't want them to study just average program. You can, send them to the school which is on the next part of the city. But it's your problem as a parent how your kids will drive there. Like the bus, you will drive them by the car and so on.
Okay, so I have a question, all right? Do you, in Russia, right, is there such a thing as like private school for kids that have more money? You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. So we are living in the capitalism right now. The Soviet era broke down, so now we have everything.
Yeah. But that happens, right?
Yeah, the close, elite schools, yeah. We have it.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's prestigious, to send your kids to the special school or the special, university special.
We have those here too. Like those
it's obvious, people start, to raise up a good money, and some people start, to lose their salaries. So, the elites try to keep going and stay elites as much as they can. So that's fucking obvious. So
okay, Spartan Prince says that Jamaicans don't keep dogs in the house, only cats. Really?
Oh. Why?
Because Rhonda's mom is supposed to be like Jamaican or half Jamaican or whatever. So you don't think she would have a dog in the house? But Earl is not Jamaican. He's
no. Maybe it's it's a former K9 police dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's tried for pension. He's old, and it's just Earl who took it back to the house. To keep an eye on it because
Yeah, because Earl is a cop, and it's kind of like an old cop dog, right? Like a police dog or whatever. So.
By the way, about it's the time I should start my regular questions about DC. How about this? How about that? What do you think about it?
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Blame yourself. It was you who dragged me into the voice chat. Blame yourself. No, I'm just wanted to ask about the Rhonda story. I mean, do you have the skeleton of the story already?
Yeah.
We do. Oh. The second question: would the Rhonda have some special kinks? Tied with her character exactly, and nothing, and no person more.
If she's gonna have special kinks?
Yeah, and special fetish. I mean, would the player can have the special kink content tied with Rhonda or her mom? Like Broxy has that, threesome, sub-female domination.
Yeah, there's gonna be some fetishes for sure in Rhonda's story, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are ahead of time.
Okay, no, I'm not asking you to tell me, or tell the chat, to open up all the secrets.
You just wanted to know.
Wanted to ask. I wanted to make sure that the Rhonda story wouldn't be, just the average vaginal. Oral sex and so on.
Well, I think there's going to be obviously more fitness-oriented things happening, right? Because obviously she's fit and she's all about training and competitiveness and all that. Of course, there's going to be that.
See you, Hagen.
But it's not like Rhonda's going to have like a poo fetish,
Oh, no, nothing. By the way,
yes.
Using that occasion. With the voice chat because I've talked with you about the tickling fetish. You remember that? I would just ask the chat if you please, like chat, what do you think about the tickling fetish about how is it really nice, or maybe you don't like it, to see the scene where the guy tickles the girl, halfly naked girl, or the girl tickles a halfly naked guy. So would you like to see that in
I don't really
somewhere
care about
maybe in
tickling.
Thailand?
I don't really care about tickling so much, to be honest.
Oh,
But
yeah.
maybe some people do. Like, I don't know. Maybe
No.
Playa loves tickling. I don't know. But he's Germans. Do Germans like tickling?
Please, no, no, stop. Don't even pronounce it, please.
What,
We
scat?
all know what you want to say.
What do I want to
Everyone
say?
knows. I will not pronounce it too. Germans have no kings like this.
Yes, they do.
No. Player,
Scheiße.
tell him. Player, tell him. Tell him he's wrong. He's wrong.
Gut Scheiße.
Nein, nein, nein.
Tickling? Yeah. Germans wouldn't like tickling, at least the smiling. It's true.
You see, what you plan for your Christmas holidays? Will you plan to move somewhere to another place, another city, or will you stay in your house?
Who, me?
Yeah, you
Oh,
and your
here,
family.
yeah. No, we're gonna stay here, man. Like the kids are
Maybe
too
some
little. Like,
skiing resort.
no,
No.
don't have time for that. Don't get me wrong, I would love to, but there's too much going on.
How are Sam's business? Is it
Oh,
okay?
Sam has to take some time off for a little bit,
Yeah.
so
Uh,
I told him not
I'm sorry.
to just come back whenever he's like ready.
Yeah. 'Cause you know why I'm asking? For the first thing,
Yeah, for the
feeling
translation.
bad about Sam, and the second, I feel bad about the project, because
Yeah, of
I
course.
don't want to insult anyone. I don't want to to press on anyone. I'm just keeping you informed. You should understand that the last tech update lasts for a very long time, and
Yeah.
some people get pissed off. There's no much content.
Yeah.
They can't even get the previous one translated. So
Yeah.
I was
I know, but people are gonna have to be patient. Like, that's just life,
Oh yeah, patience.
People will scream and kick and like throw like a
yeah.
tantrum, like my kids when they don't get chocolate. Like, of course,
Yeah.
like they're gonna do that, and it's okay. Like, I understand when people are impatient and they're getting mad. Like, I get it, because sometimes I'm impatient and I get mad over things like a video game or a movie or whatever, right? Like, I have had that feeling where I'm like, man, like, why is it taking so long? Like, come on, like, just hurry up already. Like, what do you, like, why is it taking so long? It's unfair, like,
Yeah.
of course,
Reading
like, I get it.
all the threads, reading all the chats about your game.
Yes.
The most thing that it's not the people are pissed off all the time. You need to make that update. The thing suddenly they're pissed off because you spend all this time and get paid that amount of patrons' money.
Oh, yeah.
This is the thing that makes them mad.
Yeah, but it's not even in my control. Like,
Yeah. They just don't. They're keeping mad on the people, who keep donating. They all they say and sound like, ooh, like people keep, just throwing money to him,
Okay.
and he did nothing. He's lazy bastard, and people
yeah, of
like,
course, of course, of
retweet it
course,
like,
of course, of
and
course.
all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
The
yeah.
thread, tons and hundreds of pages
Yes.
of the same shit again and
Yes,
again.
yes, I understand. Yeah, for sure. People, yeah, of
I'm
course.
not on their side. I want you to know, I'm not on their
Listen,
side.
I get it why people are mad. Okay, I get it. People get mad about anything. Okay, but there's two things. Okay, first, even if Bill Gates gave me $1 billion tomorrow, okay, it's not gonna make the update go faster. Okay, it's not magically because I have tons of money somehow everything gets done immediately like that. Okay, I would have to look for more people to work on the project. I might not find them. I have to teach them how to pose. You know what I mean? Like, I would have to find an artist that can match the style. I still haven't found one. Like throwing more money at something is not always a fix, especially when it comes to an adult games where not a lot of people want to work on an adult game. And when I mean not a lot of people, I mean people who have experience and work in the gaming industry. Okay, like a lot of really really talented artists don't necessarily want to have on their resume that they worked on a adult game, a
Yeah, I
porn game.
understand.
Okay, so think
I
about
re-
that. Okay, so people who are really really talented, they don't necessarily want to work on this. They would rather work if a guy is really really good at art, he's gonna want to work for Ubisoft or like for any other like big company that will give him a lot more money and will have on their work experience. They're gonna have like triple A titles. So it's not as easy as like, oh, DC, you have let's here's $1 billion, finish the update tomorrow. Like it doesn't work that way. So that's number one, okay. And then number two, it's like I'm not forcing anybody to support me. I've never made a marketing or an ad or anything ever for this project ever.
yeah.
Okay, I do zero marketing. So I'm super fortunate and I'm very grateful and I'm thankful for people who support the project and want to see it completed. And we are working hard to complete it, believe it or not. But it's not like I control it, like
Yeah.
like what do you want me to do? You want me to stop accepting donations or people supporting us? Like for what? Like that's gonna make it go faster? Like you know what I mean? So I get it that people are mad though. Like I understand the impatience and like
No,
people wanting
uh,
things to be done
maybe they
tomorrow, but
expect you, to realize uh, your time, shouldn't be paid so much, and you should, spend half of the partner's money, for example, to send them to the Greenpeace or other funds, because they, I suppose they, want you to feel that you realize you do not deserve that amount of money you get, and you should throw them away to the
uh,
fans and other people. Like, no, 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 I just need $100 because my game is not so brilliant. I'm making this date for 2 years and I'm late, being late. So, just $100 for me, and I don't need other money.
look, man, I don't read, I don't pay attention. Like I don't have any social media. I don't have anything. So I don't pay attention to like negative stuff because I'm too old to give a shit about that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I just try to work hard to make this game and make it good. Like that's it.
Oh yeah, this see. By the way,
So if people like it,
when
they
you
like
will
it.
make 3D the HD remaster of the saga like the GTA?
The tech update will be HD.
No, I mean you. After the 10 years, you'll finish
Oh,
the game. You should, make the 3D remaster, and then,
oh yeah, yeah, sure.
beat all the mods, to exist,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
you should resend your game for $100.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that and DLCs and all that. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sure. I'm down.
Oh, by the way, I remember you draw a new PC class. What about new PC teacher? 'Cause
Oh,
I remember the janitor and the cafeteria lady,
yeah,
but
yeah. There's a cafeteria lady. There's gonna be a janitor, and the computers. I don't know yet. Like, I want to have a computer class or like a tech class or whatever, right? Um, but I don't know what kind of teacher I want in there yet, or what kind of character or whatever. So,
Native American.
okay, but the
I'm
thing with
just
the Native American teacher is like you Europeans think I'm gonna put a girl with like the feathers on the head and all that shit, okay?
yes, yes.
I can't do that. That's not how it works. That's not what natives look like, okay? Especially not today, alright?
Okay, okay, okay. Let she wear her, usual business suit in the school, and when during the sex talk, she will be, having that Indian, haircut, and that ornaments on her skin made with paint, with the blue paint, like Pocahontas. Come on, I'm joking.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
So
we can, but honestly, like the Latina girls are probably as close as like a native girl you're gonna get in the game. Like are like crazy, like, yeah, I don't think they would have that though.
Device is called, when you make the juice from oranges or apples, like the fresh juice.
Oven mitts? Yeah, maybe oven mitts. But would they be like hanging there? Like on a hook?
Okay, I need to Google how it's called in English.
Ah, nice song. I've heard this before.
The juice here.
A juicer? Yeah, but that's what
Yeah.
it's a blender. Like,
That was fucking obvious.
uh-oh, baby cookie's waking up. Okay, maybe mitts
I'm
here?
looking on this kitchen and realized that,
Okay, a grill. What do you mean a grill? What does that even mean, a grill? A grill on the stove? What? Oh yeah, let's put something that can catch fire over the stove. Okay, leave me alone. I'm just trying to fill this space, okay? I don't know what to put there.
Well, after the fireplace on the roof on the tattoo shop, well, this is not the most dangerous thing in the game.
Yeah.
You're yawning.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah. So this is my regular offer. DC, close the stream, take a break for a week,
No.
and have a small vacation,
A
and then
week?
get back. Yeah.
No.
And then get back, come back after the holidays, Christmas and the New Year ones.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna take some time off around the holidays, but not right now.
Remember,
much
you
going on.
promised me. You promised me to have a small vacation.
Muscle supplements? Yeah, we could have that. Like a muscle milk fucking thing.
Maybe Diane's cotton milk box.
Okay.
Mega mass.
Okay, this is pretty good. We could also have
Nice.
like a dog toy on the ground, maybe here in the foreground, or maybe a dog bowl, right? Because the dog is gonna be eating, maybe, and drinking.
Bone.
What is the most popular pet in Russia? What do you guys have as pets mostly?
Dogs, cats.
Both?
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. There are some people, who pet both cats and dogs at the same time. And,
Yeah, yeah.
mostly Russians live in flats, not their own houses. So we don't have, big space, and
Someone wrote bears.
especially, yeah, especially the area outside the house, like your own lawn and so on.
Someone
It's,
wrote bears. Is that true? Bears.
Sorry, repeat again.
Somebody wrote bears.
Oh yeah. How could I forget? It's obvious, of course.
Yes, yes. Okay, I think this is gonna fill up the space nicely, right?
Yeah, looking very great, DC.
Okay, okay.
Really.
Very good.
So cool.
Well, I wanted to finish today, but I gotta go see Baby Cookie. He's waking up.
Отлично, I would say.
Отлично.
Yeah, it means excellent, outstanding. How many objects will be clickable, DC?
In here, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
By the way, I've seen your poll you made about what you expect, people to have fun in the game, like sex scenes, stories
Yeah.
and so on.
Yeah.
And exploration was not on the first place.
No,
Yeah,
no, it wasn't.
just-
But it
I
was
was just-
still quite a bit, though. I mean,
yeah,
it had
I was
some-
just noticed that your poll was made like the people would have to choose, and of course between having sex scenes and exploration stuff, 95% of people would pick up sex scenes and sex stories, the arc of personalities. But I would just wanted to notice that the exploration is not the thing you can try to avoid off. It's also important, because it's not just the number one goal in the game and so on. I'm just always messaging views, pollution, so on, with tons of emails, with the messages how to make 2 clicks and give back the exploration feeling in the game, and that's all. So this is the thing I wanted to notice. Thank you, DC, for invitation. It was very
Yeah,
nice
yeah, no
to
problem.
talk
Have a
to
good
you.
weekend, Jab, and rest a lot,
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, DC. Thank you guys for listening all my bullshit today. I was very glad to hear you. Всем спасибо. Всем пока.
Okay. Bye, Jab. All right, guys. Have a good weekend. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the support and you guys being patient for the releases of the updates. I know you guys are very impatient. I get it. I get it. Trust me. We all get it in the dev team. Okay. So we're working on it. All right. So next week I'm going to continue at Rhonda's location because in her updates we're going to need her house all done and all that. So we're going to continue. And I'll need all your feedback on how to furnish it and figure out what to do with the bedrooms and all that. So. Yeah, have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll be back on Monday. Bye, everyone. Sorry, Supo. We're leaving. See ya. Take care, Drill.